Hey everybody, this is Josh Sigurdson from World Alternative Media here, and I wanted to give you all a bit of an update on the Somali couple abused by the CFS system. A lot of people are asking. It's unbelievable the support we've gotten, and we thank you all so much for that. We've seen, if you include all the people who downloaded the video and re-uploaded it themselves, we have a total of about 600,000 views on this recent video. It's unbelievable how it's gone viral worldwide, and we thank the Somali community across North America for helping in such an abundant way. It's been amazing. So there are heads of human rights advocacy groups, international human rights advocacy groups that are flying over to Winnipeg right now. There are TV show hosts, including IntegrationTV, which we're really happy for their support. So far, I spoke with Guled, the husband of the Somali family, and he told me today that he's spoken with Greg Selinger, and Greg Selinger told him to go to Mount Carmel Clinic. I'm not sure why. I don't know what that's going to do. He's refusing to do anything himself, obviously. It's the usual from the CFS system and the NDP government here in Manitoba. And he also told me that he hasn't been able to actually get any reply from CFS. CFS will not talk about the situation. But hundreds and hundreds of people are messaging me, and I'm thankful for that. I was recently told by people at CTV News that if I continue to do this story, I might be arrested, because apparently it's illegal to comment or do stories on parents that are affected by CFS in Manitoba. I find that rule absurd. And if that's a law, I mean, I've been doing this for years and I've never had a problem. But if that's a law, and because this video is going viral, they're going to somehow try and hold that against me, then I say, come and get me. This is a serious situation that involves parents being victimized, that involves children. This is child abuse. This is disgusting. If you want to come and arrest me for doing a video on parents who've been abused by the government, then I'm willing to go to jail for that. It's worth it. I'm a journalist, and real journalists should be standing up for truth no matter what it does to them personally. Just imagine for a second that Canada broke out in civil war, and you had to run to, say, China, and suddenly you were faced with the fact that you had to learn Mandarin, and Mandarin's a very difficult language. Now, you bring your son there, and your son, say, falls off a bike, and you have to go to the hospital just to get stitches or something. And they can't understand you there, so they call in their version of CFS. CFS comes in, for some reason, as a translator. You get a bad social worker, and suddenly, because they can't understand you properly, they take away your children. And then they blackmail you in the way where they threaten that if you talk or speak about it, you'll never see your kids again. That's mafia tactic right there. It's disgusting. So just put yourself in their situation for a second. A lot of people are posting links on the video and on Facebook saying, showing articles from years ago about a Somali mother who went at her kids with a knife. It was a completely different woman. So why are you comparing some other woman who happens to be Somali with Faria? It's absurd. It's ridiculous that people are stooping to the level of actually using other people as examples for her, because those people aren't her. They're different individuals, and it all comes down to the individual. So you can't just loosely claim every Somali is a bad person because one person did something wrong, just like you can't say that all journalists are bad people because, well, you look at the mainstream media and they refuse to cover the story. I'm covering the story, and I'm willing to continue covering the story until they are answered. Now, CFS is affecting thousands upon thousands of people in Manitoba. Around 20,000 parents alone in Manitoba are affected. And this goes much further than just a Somali couple, and I want you guys to continue supporting all these other families, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, because this is something that, when it comes down to it, this is about children. This isn't about us, it's about children. And to abuse children, no matter which way you're abusing them, it's despicable, and it's one of the worst things that you could possibly do. So I want you guys to look at also all the other families affected. Wendy Bocott of CFS You're Fired speaks out on a regular basis. We go and confront politicians. There's people like Kendra Nolan outside of Manitoba. There's people like Lisa Walker here in Manitoba. There's people like Brenda Osborne, who has been camped outside the Manitoba Legislative Building since October 1st. And where's the media on that? We need support for her. And by the way, she needs firewood, she needs water and food. And she's not leaving the lawn of that Legislative Building, no matter how cold, until she gets answers. So please look into those stories as well. Look up Brenda Osborne. Look up CFS You're Fired. And you can support us by helping to share the stories. You can donate at our GoFundMe, which is called Wham Needs Your Help, which I'll leave a link for in the video. So we thank you so much for your support, and you have no idea how much this means, because we've been talking about this for years and no one has done anything to help us. And politicians, they keep saying we're working on it, but are they working on it? I haven't seen any changes. One baby is taken a day by CFS straight from the hospital. This is something that needs to end. 90% of those in care in Manitoba are Aboriginal. These are all serious, serious issues, and we cannot allow the government to claim property of the child. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.